Hello, and welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to this Q&A live stream where you can ask any questions you want about the Shovelwarewolf, and we might answer or we might not if it's a spoiler.
That's right. You know, I'm more than willing to answer lots and lots of questions, but if I deem it's spoiler related, I might just be like, I pass on that one.
If it's like, oh, can you explain the entire episode 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? No,
6,
sorry.
7, 8, 9.
8, 9. No, but for the games, he might have to spoil things if he doesn't do good.
Yes.
So, yeah. It's gonna be a nice 2-hour live stream. So the first hour is gonna 6, 7. The first hour is gonna be Q&A. So you can ask you questions whenever you want. We might answer, we might not, depending on how spoilery it is. And the last hour is gonna be games that I prepared for him and that you helped me on the Discord. And that was cool.
Yeah, so these questions, they can be related to the new episodes and old episodes. They don't have to be exclusively just the new set. So basically, anything Shovelwarewolf related is kind of on the table. So, we have people already asking, what's Ivan's thoughts on Q? This is a deep cut reference to your Twitch where people talk about cucumbers. It's a weird conversation.
It was funny. It was like when I was playing a game and I was like, oh, people can ask me questions if they want. And Eversif asked opinion on cucumber, and that became like a meme. So yeah, does Ivan like cucumber?
I would have to imagine Ivan has a lot of the same personality characteristics as me, so I would imagine he also likes cucumbers and probably hates pickles. The Shovelwarewolf could probably go on a whole rant about how much he hates pickles.
Why?
Like,
what would be the context?
Why would these stupid idiots take cucumbers and ruin them?
That's not related to a video game, though, unless you do a video games about pickles.
The pickle video, yes. Well, anyway,
can you explain in great details every single Shovelwarewolf episode? No, it would be too long. Go watch the videos.
So we have a question here. Is like, from on a scale of 1 to 10, how sassy is Numeri going to get? Well, I mean, after the big reveal at the end of this is spoiler territory. I feel like if you're here, you've probably already seen the finale.
You've seen the finale.
And
like, we're gonna talk about the finale. So
if you haven't seen the finale, then that's on you, I guess.
If you haven't seen the finale, just leave. We're gonna talk about the finale.
Yeah, she definitely is going to get sassier. It's going to have a little bit more writing style. You're gonna see a little bit more of her actual form in the cut. Obviously, it was a big reveal at the end of season.
Because she doesn't have the same personality as when she's in front of Ivan and when she's on her true form. Because when she is as numeric as in the emitter in front of Ivan, she plays dumb. And that's something that I tried to act as when she said, finish the damn game, Ivan. And right after that, he's like, oh, you gotta stop talking to me like that. And right after, I'm like, I'm sorry. Well, my voice, I'm sorry, Ivan. I'm sorry, I was not ready to do Numeric's voice. But I tried to, like, be stupid way more. So you can actually see that, oh, she's like, you know, I went into... I was angry at him, and then I'm like, oh, course correct. Oh, be more stupid. So yeah, she's like playing. She's acting as being, you know, stupid with a mini skirt and Ivan. Anyway,
we have someone here asked, what happened to the original uploads on RE?
Yeah.
That was something I talked about with AJ. Originally, we were gonna leave them. They were gonna just be there, but as the channel's trying to grow into its own thing, we're trying to get we've been partially monetized on the channel. We can do memberships and we can do super chats now, but we still need like 800 watch hours to get full monetization, which is like putting ads in front of videos. But one of the problems we were noticing was that if you search Shovelwarewolf on YouTube, you had to scroll 5 or 6 videos down to start seeing our definitive editions, to start seeing the new episodes, because it was just the original episodes that were showing up instead. Mm-hmm. And, you know, as much as I don't like to, like, erase history or make it anything weird like that, technically they're privated on RE. Like, he didn't delete them.
Yeah,
they still exist. They're just private. No one can see them. But we wanted the search engine... We wanted people to find our channel and only our channel when they searched on YouTube.
Yeah, because also my worry is that, oh, if I want to watch the episode Sonic 06, I'm gonna watch, you know, the short version. But on the definitive edition, we have chapters. So if you click on one, you see actually the length of the episode and you can select the episode you want to watch.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing is, I kind of said it to you that one day, is like, oh, I don't know how many views Shovelwarewolf gets on RE, but like say it gets like 500 views in like a day or a week or something like that. I don't know. That's not a lot for random encounters. Like, they're such a big channel with 4 million subscribers that 500 views, it's nice, but it's nothing. It's like a drop in the bucket. But 500 views for us as a new up and coming channel, that's a lot. That's a lot of views for us, and I want to get those views only for us. So
yeah, I feel like we should talk less about the answers because we have so many questions, and I want to be sure to answer them all. And
we have a question that's related. Is like, can you make a playlist of all the episodes instead of the compilations? Because I could not find the names of the episodes. I mean, the names of the episodes are in the description of the video.
Yeah.
And they're also, if you like, hover over your video, you can see the timeline of the length of the video. It's got chapter breaks.
Yes.
You can see them right there.
And also on the thumbnail, we have like the games that are at the bottom. So you should be able to find the games by looking at the thumbnail.
Yeah, Philippe says, the names are the chapters.
Yes,
so
exactly.
If the chapter is called Six Flags Fun Park, that's the name of the episode.
Yeah.
The episodes don't have any different, like, it's not called like Ivan goes to a theme park or something weird like that. So
was there ever a game in an episode that you enjoyed?
I wouldn't say I particularly enjoy any of these games. There are definitely games that are certainly less awful than other games. And, that's kind of the thing about the Shovelwarewolf is I can try to find a way to rip into... It's almost like roasting things. Like, if like, comedians, they roast people. And the idea is that I can make fun of something even if it's not like the worst thing ever. Because like Bubsy 3D, definitively probably one of the worst games I've ever played. It's awful. It's terrible. It's very easy to make fun of it. Something like GoldenEye Rogue Agent, the gameplay is kind of just generic, but I can still... It's kind of like... I feel like Suicide Squad has kind of got that problem as well to me. Is like, the gameplay is not really like the worst thing I've ever played. It's just... It's repetitive. It's generic. It's kind of boring. So I wouldn't say I've enjoyed anything, but I didn't mind playing something like Suicide Squad as much as I hate playing stuff like Balan or like... I
mean, Balan was okay at first, but it gets really repetitive.
Kong is pretty bad too, but they vary in levels, so...
Why did we never see the devil version of Shovelwarewolf again after the one episode in season 1? The mega Shovelwarewolf.
The mega Shovelwarewolf.
Will we ever get back?
People like him. Obviously, the winner of our art contest, Riss, their artwork was based kind of primarily on the mega Shovelwarewolf.
Yeah.
But yeah, he shows up in the end of season 1, and then in the 5th episode of season 1. In the 6th episode, Ivan's arm is still there, but you don't see the Mega Shovelwarewolf. And then by season 2, his therapy sessions with Susan have kind of cured his arm. And you never see the Mega Shovelwarewolf again until season 4, when he briefly makes a cameo during the time travel stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to see him again.
Maybe he'll show up again. I think he'll have to have a new outfit, because I think the camo gear that he wore was
very Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, it was very Duck Dynasty. He'll still have like the horns, but it would be interesting to see it because no one's ever seen the Mega Shovelwarewolf on the new mask.
It's true.
Like, those horns were only ever used on the old original season 1 mask. So maybe someday he'll come back. I'm not ruling it out. I think we still have those horns somewhere, but he just hasn't shown up yet. He's waiting.
He's waiting. He's dormant.
Yes, he's dormant.
How did you come up with the idea for the Shovelwarewolf series? And also, there's lots of questions, so try to be quick.
The Shovelwarewolf, I mean, this goes back to, back when we were doing stuff on Replayed. This is way back for Random Encounters. It was like shortly after I moved here, because I moved here to LA in like July 2026. And we were coming up with names for like a new series we wanted to do on Replayed at some point.
You moved in July 2026?
Or 2016, sorry.
Yeah, I was like,
sorry.
It's not even there.
It's almost 10 years, yeah. Sorry,
10
July
years.
2016 I moved out here, and we were trying to come up with a name for a new series that we were planning on doing on Replayed. And that series ended up being called like Gamernality or something, and it lasted like 3 episodes and kind of died. But when we were tossing out like names for, like, you had just kind of like generic names coming out, like game. I can't even think of it, like game related terms like star power or like warp pipe was one of them, but that had already been used by like another YouTuber. And I don't know, the name Shovelwarewolf just came to my head. It was like an epiphany. I just said Shovelwarewolf, haha, and we laughed about it, being like, that's like a funny name. Like, what do you do with that? And then,
we have to use the
and
name.
then time went on, and we
it.
decided to actually do something with it. And season 1 was kind of produced really quickly because we ended
the
up.
episodes are really, really short as well.
They're short, and we moved houses around that time. Like that set takes place in our, like when I first moved here, we were in one place, and then we moved to another place, which ended up being like where we were for a long time, and where like all of seasons 1 through 5 were filmed. But like that's why you'll notice the season 1 episodes, their upload, I mean, you won't notice it anymore because they're not on Random Encounters.
Yeah.
But their descriptions for when their upload was like October 17th, October 23rd, October 25th. Like it was very end of October.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But yeah.
And hello, Riss. Hello, welcome. Congratulations again, by the way. Your art was amazing.
Yes, your art was amazing. It made it in the nick of time, too. I feel like your art was the last submission we got.
Yes.
And like I remember getting your email and you just sent it.
And there was no text.
Yeah,
there
was no text. It was like 11:55.
Yeah.
And then we were kind of like, this is really good. I'm like, we need to see some proof because I'm like, it was so good. We were worried that it could have been AI.
Yeah.
And then you immediately messaged like after midnight being like, hey, just wanted to send you a message. I wanted to make sure the email made it by the cutoff for the contest, but here's my artwork. Here's my like proof that I did it. Like here's the everything. I'm like, okay, this is great. So
yeah, there's so many questions. I'm trying to answer them all. Fun trivia for any episodes. He did that on Instagram. We're doing that on the cards, by the way. If you don't know, we're making collector cards, and there are trivias in the back. But I think all the trivias are things that you did on your Instagram, because he posted. Like back in the day, I don't remember when, you posted like little reels and you had like a fun fact attached to them.
Yes. Back in the day, we used to do like Halloween is what we called it. And every day I posted a picture from an episode and like a fun little fact about it on my Instagram. So we've been using those little fun facts on the back of our Patreon trading cards, which I can give me that card. I'll briefly brief hashtag sponsored moment. This is this month's trading card that our patrons will get. I'm holding it to the mic like this is the camera. I'm a moron.
No, you should do like the hand behind like the influencer.
So like this is the Patreon for Nat Geo.
It's very blurry.
It's the second episode, and on the back you've got fun facts, artwork, descriptions of the episode. I'm really bad at this.
Yeah,
help me! I'm an old man.
Yeah, you should do it like this.
But this is this month's trading card. And that's if you're on the tier that is, I believe $20. $20 a month gets you the weekly updates, the videos, the text, and these trading cards. And we are offering this is buy now special promotion. This is last month's trading card that nobody has access to unless you were backing us last month. But if you decide to back us on the $20 tier on Patreon during this live stream, we will throw in this card since it's the only one you'd be missing from your collection.
I think it's enough.
Okay.
It's
Sorry.
Just you're holding it and you're talking a lot about it.
Anyway.
But yeah, cards. They're so cool.
Patreon.com/shovelwerewolf. Anyway, back to the questions. What do we got?
Hold on.
We have to go back up.
There was like, what's your guys' favorite season you've posted so far?
Favorite season? I mean, I think 2 and 3 are kind of the peak so far, in my opinion.
I like the 2.
2's really good, 3's really good. So, I mean, I like them all. And obviously, I like the new season. The new season's different because obviously now he's not censored. He's not on RE anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to watch his language.
And there's this cool blue character that I really, really like.
That's right. But I still think 2 and 3 are some of the strongest stuff we've done. And it makes sense because 3 has some of like the notoriously like worst games ever, like Superman and Bubsy. And so
the 4th was okay too. I like the 4th. It has like Rob and the gloves and peripherals. I like peripherals.
4 is good. The biggest problem with 4 is kind of it's hard to convey to people that like a controller doesn't work. You kind of just have to trust people.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, so let's see.
What did I miss?
from JJ Master, is it possible that Biffle can return since he was displaced in time due to the Virtual Boy?
Ah, great question.
Maybe. That's all I'll leave it at. He's not showing up anytime soon in any of the stuff we're planning.
So we have I can talk a little bit about it. Maybe like raise the hype. We have an idea for, I think it's a movie. He would be in the movie, right?
I have dabbled with the idea of doing a Shovelwarewolf movie at some point.
Yes.
I don't know when or if it'll ever happen.
I mean, we can make it happen if the show becomes successful. Yes. Like if there's like, a lot of people requesting a movie or whatever, and if we live out of it, we live of it. Yeah. If we live of it.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, if we are able to make money and we're able to, live from the show, and we have a high budget to hire more people, maybe Susan can come back, maybe Bob can come back, maybe there would be like new characters, and I would love that, because I remember when we started dating, I kept asking him, I want a movie, I want the show movie, when the Shovelwolf's coming back, and obviously I made it come back, so...
make it come back.
I managed to make it come back.
I mean, one of the biggest... We had talked about bringing the Shovelwarewolf back multiple times, and I think the real big impetus for us to actually bring it back was the fact that Ari's been having financial issues, and they obviously let me go. I'm not working with Ari anymore other than a guest star on some stuff that they might do in the future. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try to make my new primary source of income the Shovelwarewolf, since it's like my passion project. It's what I like doing. I like, even if the games are shitty, I still kind of like, getting to play games as my job and like making jokes about them. And obviously working with my wife as the secondary main character is great. So, but yeah, like the show needs to do well. If we want to continue it, it needs to make money, because if it's not profitable, we both have to go get real jobs, and then who knows what will happen. But
I assume we will still release episodes, but like way less frequently. Probably because we will only be working on the weekends. So
because like right now our planned upload schedule is, obviously we just did 5 episodes. We're taking a month off until I say taking a month off. We're technically working on the next episode.
Yeah, we're not taking a month off. We have a busy schedule.
Yeah, and then the next 5 episodes will start in mid-May and go, and then we'll take another month hiatus, and then after that there'll be 5 more episodes. So it's gonna be like a month on, month off situation.
Yeah.
So to answer this other person's questions about are Susan and Bub coming back someday, if we ever get around to making a movie, I have plans for them both to come back in that.
And new characters as well.
Yes. For now, no. No, there are no plans.
Yeah.
This series is its own thing at this point, so...
We don't have money to hire people, so...
Yeah.
And there's a cool question. How did you come up with the idea for Numeri? Explain.
How did I come up with the idea for Numeri? I mean,
first of all, you wanted me to be in the show.
I wanted you to be in the show.
Didn't know what kind of character to create.
Yeah, we kind of initially... I feel like she was initially launched, and patrons know this, she was initially launched as she is the host of this show. She is using Ivan basically as a reality TV show for the alien audience to watch, which in effect is basically you guys. You guys are the audience.
You are the aliens.
The people have constantly wondered what the theme of the season is, and to be fair, the theme of the season is that it's user suggestions.
Yes.
The first 5 episodes that we've released so far are basically the prologue of the season. So the finale was just the finale of those 5 episodes. When we launch again in a month with new episodes, it's going to say episode 6, episode 7, episode 8. It's not a new season. It's all one big story arc that's taking place over who knows how many episodes. But
lots, I hope.
Yeah. Patrons knew originally that she was going to be this host character, and that was a part of the plan, was that was going to be actually kind of known from the first episode. It wasn't until we started, finding the set and being like, oh, well, the set where we're going to film it is like this little cabin. We could formulate it as people think that Ivan is in this one situation and he thinks he's in this one situation, when in reality, it's actually another situation completely. So her being an alien that is hosting this show is basically... It became a big reveal. It became the reveal of the end of the season instead of people knowing it immediately. But how did I come up with her? It started with the host idea, and then we knew Ivan needed to have somebody to kind of riff off of and talk to, and we thought him having a little AI assistant seemed like the best option. So
I see a question that's like, the episodes from yesterday, he broke the same cup 2 times. And like, how many cups does he have? He has a lot of same cup. Make your own theories. It's all I can say.
Make your own theories about that. It is, I think when you start to put the dots together, it makes sense.
Yes.
So
it's, yeah, you gotta make, we can't say anything because it could, I mean, we thought that it would be pretty obvious at the end of Suicide Squad episode, like, oh yeah, it's that. But apparently people haven't guessed what's going on. So make theories. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. You'll see that in episode 6, probably. Yeah,
there are definitely, I think, clues throughout the season that you can notice and pick up on what is actually going on.
Rewatch the episodes and tell us what you think.
Yeah, we need some people the amount of people that go into like FNAF lore and figuring out that stuff. You gotta do some.
Yeah, like the Amazing Digital Circus. Hey, people, you people who make theories, come to our channel and make theories too.
So, let's see.
I haven't seen new questions so far.
We've got, how many consoles and games have we broken over the entire series?
Yeah.
It's interesting because I don't think I've actually technically broken any consoles because they've all already been broken.
Oh yeah, they're all not working.
Yeah, every console that we've ever smashed was technically non-working. So like, you know, the PS1 that he cuts in half, Death technically cuts in half in season 5.
Mm-hmm.
It was broken already. The Dreamcast was broken. I don't think I actually broke, like, even the Rob that he cuts the head off of in season 4.
It was a non-working
Rob. It doesn't work.
Yeah, we still have the Rob.
Yeah, the real Rob, the one that does work, is on a shelf on display over there.
Like a little Shovelwarewolf shrine that we have.
Yeah. So, and games, I feel like I've only destroyed a couple games. I know I destroyed Sonic 06 with the guitar. I did smash that.
Aw.
Nat Geo is technically just a CD that I printed the label of Nat Geo on, so that's not the real game.
Oh.
Duke Nukem wasn't the real game. That was just another generic CD that we put in a microwave. We did destroy a copy of the Scorpion King, which this is an interesting... We had a copy of the Scorpion King, but it's for the GoldenEye episode, so it's the disc that's actually burning when he uses the laser on GoldenEye. The disc that's actually burning is a copy of the Scorpion King because nobody cared about it, and we were like,
nobody likes the movie.
Yeah, the copy of GoldenEye was AJ's, and we didn't want to destroy his actual game.
That makes sense, yeah.
So,
I mean, there's a lot of things that you borrowed from AJ. Like you booted up a console. I'm not gonna say which one, but you booted up a console for the next episodes, and you have save files from like games you played.
Yes.
Which people on Instagram might know what we're talking about, honestly, because I posted a story of him playing a game, so... But yeah. What episodes have been the most fun to film of all time?
Of all time.
That's hard to think. We have to think of all episodes and be like, was this one fun?
Not Superman 64, I can tell you that.
Oh, why?
Superman 64 had this problem of, we started filming it, and then we got partway through the intro, and we realized the mic on the camera wasn't on. So we had to refilm parts of the intro again.
Oh, no.
And then we realized Ivan's shock collar that he wears in season 3 wasn't on. I wasn't wearing it.
Oh,
so we had to film like the intro for Superman 64 like 3 times, which was awful.
Oh, no.
So,
I mean, I'm trying to think of the new episodes that we filmed. The first ones were not that fun to film because it was crazy cold.
Yes, it was really cold. Like we film in a little shack outside, which you guys, if you saw our April Fool's joke, you can actually see that's the real exterior of the set. It is just a little shack in the backyard. It only has electricity because we have an extension cord going out there. But it also doesn't have heat or cooling. Mm-hmm. So when we filmed the first few episodes, it was really cold. And when we filmed the rest of the episodes, it was kind of hot, especially in the wolf costume.
Especially in the wolf costume.
I mean, I feel like I don't know. The Grinch was fun, I feel like, because it was different. Home Alone was fun, although I know Peter hated it because he had to fall a bunch of stuff and he thought we were like actually trying to kill him, and that's like its whole other story. I
mean, makes sense. If I had to fall on lots of things, it would be kind of not fun.
I feel like Virtual Boy was decently fun too in the end because me and Bub have like a really weird, poorly choreographed fight scene, which is kind of fun.
It's fun to watch, yeah. The sound effect is doing a lot of work.
Yes, and I added new sound effects in the Definitive Edition to make it a lot better. But, what else we got here?
What episode is your least favorite? Not counting filming, only story game.
Only story/game. What episode is my least favorite?
Like if you were a viewer, if you were a normal viewer and you watched the episode, which one don't you like?
Oh man, what one do I think is like the least funny or least interesting?
The least interesting. I would say one from season 1 maybe. Season 1 is fun, but compared to all the rest of episodes, like the episode is only like what, 3 minutes?
I mean, the first season they're usually like 6 minutes. Nat Geo is probably the shortest one.
I was thinking of Nat Geo.
Nat Geo might be one of the weakest episodes, but it's still good.
Really it's also not really a game. It's more like a
trivia game.
Yeah. But I don't really consider that a game.
What else?
How do you find the games? Like, great question. How do you find all the games? Because right now we have suggestions from people, so we find the game thanks to y'all. But before, how do you find them? Like, in the flea market, like, oh, that looks like trash.
Well, like as you said, all the episodes moving forward for this series are going to be suggested by you guys. The next 5 episodes, which I've been playing the games of, I've got only like 1 and a portion left to beat. They were all suggested by people, so keep making your suggestions. And
your name will appear in the episode too.
Yeah, your name will show up in the credits of the episode. I have a list of everything people have suggested.
But how do you find the games in the previous seasons is the main question.
So I feel like I can kind of go through this in a sort of chronological way. The first episode season, that season was rushed. So I kind of we went to the game store, we went to GameStop and just found games that looked like shit.
Oh.
And we're like, oh, Duck Dynasty, that looks like ass. Oh, a trivia game. We had a couple other games that we tried for season 1 that we didn't do. We had like a Madagascar kart racing game, like based on the animated movies. We didn't do. We had a detective game based on like the NCIS crime TV show.
There was a game that you wanted to use, but it was too short.
That was for season 3. That was Ninja Bread Man.
Ninja Bread Man.
Yeah, but season 1 we picked them all up in just like the discount game bin. And it's surprising that season even has a theme because, you know, every season kind of has a theme. But every game that season is kind of like licensed shovelware. It is literally something that has a recognizable name that is a crappy game. Season 2 was kind of, you know, we knew we wanted to try to get more viewers. So we were like, let's play games from known series. Like, I think we launched that one off with being like, we want to play Sonic 06. And then we were kind of like, what are other games in known like good franchises that have bad? And I was like, okay, well, you know, some research. Season 3 is notoriously awful games. That was easy. There's like literally a Wikipedia article online about like worst games ever made. So like E.T.'s on there, Superman 64's on there, Bubsy 3D's on there.
Night Trap?
Night Trap is not on there. Night Trap was my own selection because Ninja Bread Man, which is on that list, was too short and I wasn't.
There wasn't enough content.
Yeah. So, and then Zelda CDI games are always on there. And then season 4 is Peripherals is kind of just, that's another known list of like bad peripheral. Like, you know, everybody knows Rob.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the Power Glove.
In season 5, I assume it's bad multiplayer games.
Yeah, season 5 was bad multiplayer games, so I had to find, you know, some multiplayer games that I thought were interesting. And I like Sonic and the Secret Rings is one that is, the multiplayer mode is technically only part of it. There's a whole single player story. That's a game me and AJ kind of have just personal beef with, so we picked that.
Yeah.
But like Mega Man Soccer I knew was bad, and you know, Shaq Fu is notoriously bad. And then I guess for the newest stuff, since I had to pick the first 5 episodes of the season before we, you know, revealed to everyone that it was going to be a user submitted thing. Balan, I knew Balan was a notoriously bad game. Rogue Warrior I knew was notoriously bad. People have talked about it. Aliens was technically something that I considered for a Christmas episode.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like have I told you this?
I don't remember that.
Before we did The Grinch, I originally wanted to do an episode where Ivan was in cryo, like he is in The Grinch, but that he gets woken up because Krampus breaks onto the ship and like wants to punish Ivan for like being rude to Santa or something. And I wanted to do a parody of Alien where like Krampus is stalking him around the ship, just like the alien hunts people in the movie. but it seemed like way too high budget. Like I didn't know how to build like corridors of an alien ship.
Yeah, makes sense.
But the game you would have played was Alien Colonial Marines because I knew that game was bad.
Yeah. Kong is a known bad one.
Kong is recent, but everybody knew about it when it got, it's kind of like Gollum. People were talking about like, oh, the cutscenes are terrible, everything's bad, and Suicide Squad, I don't know how I exactly found out. I knew people didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't remember how you found that one.
I feel like I was researching it, and like I know it went on sale on Steam at some point for like $5 or some ridiculous price, and I was like, okay, it's people know the name. Like I wanted to have stuff that people knew as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, people know what Suicide Squad is, so. But yeah. Anyway,
there's a
pretty
question.
Long-winded.
A question I like, but I don't know how much you can talk about it. It's what are your favorite fan theories? Did you have fan theories for like the previous seasons? By the way,
your favorite fan? I feel like I don't know if we had fan theories for previous seasons because, I mean. I feel like the closest you could have fan theories up for like season 4, because I feel like season 1 is pretty linear. Like, oh, he's a company has him. Season 2 is kind of the same thing. Oh, a company has him. We might have had fan theories about Biffalo Bob when he picked him up at the end of season 2 and like, oh, what's this weird guy? What's he gonna want? Or like, what's he planning? When he starts taking hair from him before we reveal that, oh, he's like a Bubsy fanatic. I don't think we built enough like mystery around Prince Tricky for people to like wonder or speculate who Prince Tricky was or what he was wondering.
Maybe people just thought it was a new character, probably.
Prince Tricky was in the original concepts of the season a new character. He was originally a new character, but we decided he was a little too generic. We were like, it feels a little too much like the company idea again. A good twist. Of being like, oh, another guy kidnaps him and what, just makes him want to play games? Like, that's kind of like season 1 again. And we're like, well, what if we bring Bub back? And I was like, well, I don't really want to bring Bub back from the dead. Like, he died. He very definitively died in season 3.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, aliens, they have a spaceship that lets them traverse time and space and dimensions and stuff. So I was like, what if it's an alternate reality Bub who is out for vengeance against the Shovelwarewolf? And like, that works. So.
There's a question, if you could go back and change one thing about each season, what would you change? Maybe you wouldn't change a thing?
I feel like most things that I wanted to change about any of the seasons, I changed in the definitive editions.
Yeah, but you added like sound effects or VFX or color correction. But if you had to change maybe plot elements?
I don't feel like there's much plot elements that I would honestly change. I kind of do like the story as it goes. Like, I feel like the thing I would change is I would remove the Shovelwarewolf's mask from season 1 and replace it with the season. I do think the biggest detriment of the entire series and like the hardest like buy-in for people is that if you start with season 1, his mask looks like ass, and he doesn't. I mean,
it's like a lot of shows. Like if you plan on watching The Office, you watch season 1, you're like, this is boring.
Yeah, Michael has like a bad haircut.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, season 1 does have the issue of like he's got a bad mask. It doesn't move when his like.
I mean, it's like very plastic.
People have asked us why we changed the mask for season 2. I'm like, the biggest.
It looks like ass.
The biggest reason was it looks like ass, but the biggest reason was I want his mouth to move. I want him to, when he talks, to go like this.
Yeah.
Because it sells that he's actually a character as opposed to just a guy in a mask moving. And, I kind of bridge that gap of how he looks because his eyes and his ears in his current mask and how he looks now are from the original season mask. Because the mask that you can buy from Spirit Halloween that is the Shovelwarewolf mask, it has different ears and it has no eyes. It's got eye holes so that you can see out of it. So the eyes and the and that's how I think you kind of get the same look.
Yeah, that's also what makes it unique.
Yes, it's a very unique mask.
Did ToeJam and Earl actually die?
Yes, ToeJam and Earl are actually dead.
They are dead.
Biffalo, Bub Prime, as we tend to call him.
Bub Prime.
Yes, he's Biffalo Bub still, but I tend to call him Bub Prime. The idea being that he's the only Biffalo Bub left, because he says in his backstory that he traveled to every other universe
to destroy all the
and
Bubs.
Killed every other Bub and every other Shovelwarewolf, so that it was just him and that one. Why he specifically does that, I don't know.
He's a psycho. He's weird. Psycho. He has his own reason.
But so technically, Shovelwarewolf is also Shovelwarewolf Prime because they're the only ones in the entire multiverse that exist.
When you wrote the Wand of Gamelon episode, did you know or plan to do an eventual Power Glove episode?
Oh, because he says, I love the Power Glove, it's so bad.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know the seasons were kind of planned out. I think we wanted to do a peripheral season at some point.
Because, yeah, when did you plan the entire season 1 to 5? Like, did you start filming season 2 when you knew what was going to happen in season 5?
I think I planned out the rough outline of the series probably when I knew it was coming back for season 2. Because when it came back when we did season 1, we didn't even know we were going to do a Christmas episode. We were just going to be like, 5 episodes, done. It was a little one-off thing. And then, I was like, what if we do a Christmas special? Kind of like, like Doctor Who does a Christmas special. And we were like, okay, let's do a Christmas special. And then, even then, we were stuck in like, it didn't do well. The show didn't do well. And I was like, well, if I'm, I am the budget of the show. Like, on Random Encounters, like, other than a couple set pieces here and there, like, the walls that they bought, that they use, everything for the show was I purchased. Like, the games, the alien costumes, it all came out of my personal paycheck from Random Encounters, so I self-funded it. So when I knew it was coming back, I think we're like, okay, well, he's the company, and he's gonna get kidnapped by a crazed guy at the end of the season, which is a big reference to like Silence of the Lambs. I'm like, he's gonna end up in a well.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, so what's this guy's deal? I'm like, well, I want to play Bubsy, so I'm like, what if he wants to build a fursuit? So I was like, okay, and then where does it go from there? Like, okay, well, I'm like, where does it go from? How do you jump the shark? How do you make a show like even weirder? I was like, he gets abducted by aliens. He has to get taken by aliens. Like, he's got to go to space. And I'm not sure if I knew that there were going to be peripherals that season, but I think as soon as I decided, like, oh, it's the PC master race that abducts him, I'm like, okay, well, it has to be like PC people, like they're all about keyboard and mouse. That's a PC gamer is a keyboard and a mouse. And I was like, okay, well, they want to see weird shit, so. And then I knew he was going to die in that season and have to face off against death, because that was kind of it's another one of those things, like, how do you go even farther than aliens? I'm like, oh, well, death. He has to face death himself. So. And
then you didn't have any ideas for after that.
I mean, that was a good wrap up for the series, I felt like. It's like he defeats death.
It's hard to be weirder than death.
Yeah, like he's still cursed. There's hope that he can find a cure. But I was like, that's kind of, the ending is how it was. Is like, that's where the series ends. So. How
long does it take to film an episode?
More than we originally told patrons.
You lied a little bit about that to me. You were like, oh, it's okay, we can film 5 episodes in like a week.
I underestimated how long it would take. It takes about a day to film an episode. Yeah. Like we've gotten to, I think we figured out a good flow for how to film going into the next season, where we film Ivan's stuff in the morning generally for the episode, and then in the afternoon after lunch, or even, especially now that we're going to be filming closer to summer, I think it's going to be like once the sun goes down, once it's darker, we do the Shovelwarewolf stuff, because like I said, there's no air conditioning out there, so. But it's about a day to film an episode, so we're probably going to take like a week to film the whole season. So, anyway.
Because at first we tried to film like an entire episode in like a morning, and it was not doing great.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like there's not. The other Bubs didn't like Bubsy. Maybe that's why he killed them. I feel like every Bub should like Bubsy.
I think that's like one of those weird universal like there's always multiverse stuff going on, but I think the multiversal constant is that Biffalo Bob always likes Bubsy, no matter what.
That's his main personality.
Even in our April Fool's joke, even though Biffalo Bob was Biffalo Betty, it was a girl played by Gwen. They still like Biffalo Bob. That's their thing. So.
Well, I feel like we don't have a lot of questions anymore, but we have like favorite snack to eat while filming.
Favorite snack? Where is that? I didn't see.
Over there, favorite snack.
I don't. Snacks. What snacks do we eat?
I don't know. Water. We usually drink water.
Yeah, lots of water. I don't feel like
lots
we
of water.
Yeah, I mean, I especially can't eat with a Shovelwarewolf mask on.
Yeah, we don't really eat. Maybe we can bring jelly beans on the set.
Oh, that's a bad idea. But
what's the origin of the first costume? How did you create the whole look?
Let's see. The first costume, we bought that mask at Spirit Halloween. They don't carry it anymore. They don't carry that mask anymore. But that mask came with the gloves. The gloves, it was you get the mask and the gloves. So the gloves that he still wears are from that mask, I don't know how to describe
it's a set.
It's a package deal. You get both. But the lab coat was like something that Ari had on. They just have lab coats. So we're like, okay, we'll destroy a lab coat because obviously he's a scientist. He has a lab coat. The pants were just my normal pants. They still are my normal pants. It might even be the same pair of pants that I have now still. I don't remember.
You found the slippers.
Season 1, he didn't wear the slippers.
Oh,
he wore shoes. He had shoes.
We didn't have the slippers.
It's funny. The first time you actually see the slippers that I wear for his feet, Ivan is wearing as slippers in the dream sequence of Home Alone. Because because in season 2 he has shoes on as well. But yeah, I wore those slippers for Home Alone, and then he wears the slippers going forward because he's trapped in the well by Bob. Ivan is barefoot, so he doesn't have shoes on anymore. Yeah. So that's why he has those feet. But the costume for season 1 was actually really shitty.
And for the body, you had like fur?
So for season 1, we had...
Hey, where do you find that?
It was a shirt a brown shirt that I safety pinned. It was leftover fur from Eevee, the Eevee costume for the Eevee song on Random Encounters.
Okay.
So it was leftover fur that they had that I pinned on the brown shirt, and I like crappily pinned together some arm sleeves, which is why you can see them you can see my arms in season 1 a lot. You can see like under everywhere. But for season 2, we had an entirely new costume made. I contracted my mother who sews. Mm-hmm. I bought the fur fabric, had it shipped to her, and paid her to ship it back. I paid her for her work. I paid her to ship it back to me, and she made basically what is effectively the Shovelwarewolf's costume, as it still is it's basically a big, I want to say like a hood. It's a big jacket. You just zips down the back a bit, you throw it on and zip it back up.
Yeah.
And she also made the pants a season later when he had to have no pants on for the Grinch. So
I have a personal question. How did you decide to make him a scientist? Like, why is he a scientist?
I mean, why is he? I feel like it's just from the idea of like he's studying the psychological part of it is I've told people this before. If you watch the intro to the original like 1970s The Incredible Hulk show, it literally has an intro that's like Dr. David Banner, a scientist researching gamma radiation. Then a freak accident changes his body chemistry, and it's literally how the Shovelwerewolf goes.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So it's kind of the Incredible Hulk inspired of like, well, the Hulk is a scientist who becomes the Hulk, and I was like, this guy's a scientist researching video games, and he becomes the Shovelwerewolf. So,
would you ever make a poorly made Shovelwerewolf game? If you were able,
would I ever make
if you were able to make games? I don't have the
capabilities to make games.
Yeah, but that sounds interesting. I'd like to see that.
It seems weird that he would have a bad game himself. Like,
I mean, that could be a fun thing to play. Maybe not in an episode, but it's like a fan art basically. It would be like a fan art. That would be cool. Like, if any of you know how to code a game, I'd love to see a Shovelwerewolf game.
Yeah.
That's it.
Someone said they have a gray variant of... I've seen the gray variant of the original mask as well. They also have a gray variant of the mask we currently use, because I see that one all the time, and it's like, oh man, if I ever need to do like old Shovelwerewolf for some reason, I'm gonna like buy that gray mask
that would
and
be
use
great.
it. He's like, oh, I'm old.
Like, maybe he could meet like another guy who has the same fate as him, but he's like an old dude. I don't know. What's your favorite prop in old Shovelwerewolf?
My favorite prop? It's weird because the show doesn't really have that many props. Most of it is just gaming peripherals.
I mean, I'm mostly thinking about peripherals, or maybe like things in the background. Like,
I mean,
my favorite would be the lava lamp that gets broken.
I mean,
or maybe the glass with the flower that gets like, Bob is like, stop breaking that, and he's like, you're welcome.
I mean, I still have it on display out there. I do like the power gauntlet. We had a non-working power glove that, we painted gold for Bub Prime that looks like, supposed to look like Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. And I was like, I like the fact that we have a power gauntlet prop. I also like Prince Tricky's mask.
Oh, yeah.
That's really cool.
Everything.
We still have that.
You also have the little toys that Bob was playing with.
some of them, we can't find some of them. They have to be in the house somewhere. I can't find Bubsy.
Oh.
Yeah, Bubsy and the Shovelwarewolf. Like, I have Superman. We have E.T. Night Trap we didn't care about because it's just a Barbie. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But the Bubsy and the Shovelwarewolf toys that he plays with, they should be somewhere in the house. I can't find them.
Will we ever get Shovelwarewolf merch? Yes, I'm working on it. So far, I know we have the collectible cards, like the collector cards. I forgot how we call them.
Collectible cards.
You can get them through Patreon only at the $20 tier. I am working on. I'm gonna make prints of like the logo of Shovelwarewolf on the YouTube, which is like a drawing that I did for him. It was on the shirt. Like that's not the latest one. I think I did another one.
This is V2, yeah.
This is V2. Yeah, I did V3. V1 is awful, by the way. I did V3, and V3, I think we're gonna get prints, and we're gonna sign the prints, and we plan on selling those. I know I have ideas to have keychains, to have maybe pins, maybe stickers. I'm not sure about t-shirts yet, because I would either need to find a place that would make the t-shirts and then sell them, or we would have to like buy plain t-shirts and use a shitty, like, you iron the design on it or something, but I don't know. I'd love to be able to sell good quality merch, and for now I found a way to get prints and keychains and everything, and I'm working on that. I started to draw designs yesterday night, so hopefully we can get some merch when episode 6 come out. That's my goal. That's my personal goal. What did I miss? Will there be infomercials in every episodes moving forward?
Yes, there is a plan to put it may not necessarily be an infomercial, but there is a plan to put a little fake ad at the end of every episode to sell the TV theme. It might be a crappy product like waffle gloves, but we've also talked about, like, when you're watching TV, sometimes they also say, like, next up on this channel is this show.
Yeah.
So, we talked about one of them is just being like, you put on the alien costume and just like go wander around in the desert and be like, it's this guy in the desert, my favorite show. You can't call it Alien in a Desert because they are all aliens.
I mean, it's like if we were calling humans.
Yeah, human in a desert. You wouldn't call
Yeah.
But you just give them a name.
We could do human in the desert actually. They kidnapped the human. They put it in the desert. Come on, survive.
Yeah, but. Yeah, so we'll come up with weird, stupid ideas for that.
Yeah, how did you come up with the name Ivan Nostril?
I don't know where that came from originally. I don't know how I just know that it's supposed to sound like I have a nostril. Yes, I've a nostril.
Very, very clever.
I have a nostril.
I have a nostril.
Yes. It's it is what it is.
Are you able to say when the season takes place? The season we're currently making. Are you able to say when it takes place?
I can.
No,
I
think you shouldn't.
I think you should all speculate in the Discord when you think the season takes place.
And like I said, there are clues through the episodes.
If you're asking that question, then you might have thoughts of your own or concerns of your own or whatever you want to call it of when this season might take place.
Yes.
But there are clues in the episodes that should kind of help you figure that out.
Go watch the episodes again.
So.
Where did Prince Tricky's mask come from? Where did you buy it?
Prince Tricky's mask is a Jurassic World mask from Target. I'm pretty sure I bought it in Target.
Oh, okay.
It's painted.
Oh.
But it's literally, I think underneath it, it's like blue. It's like whatever I think it's like whatever the Velociraptor that he like trains in, like Chris Pratt's character trains in those movies. It's that mask. You probably could have found it at Target for maybe they even still have it at Target. I don't know. But it's just a Jurassic World mask that I put tape over the eyes so I didn't paint them. And then I just spray painted the mask black. And then to cover the back of it, because I didn't want people to see, because it's only a partial mask. It's plastic and it doesn't have anything that goes over the back. It's just got the strap. I ended up getting some like black meshy kind of fabric and I hot glued it so that it dangles down. And the idea is it reminds me, it's almost very Egyptian of the idea of like, Egyptian, like, like Anubis is like the snout. And then they have like the flowing like pharaoh kind of headpiece or whatever you want to call it hanging behind. Mm-hmm. So that's what his inspiration was.
We already answered that, but what happened to season 1 Shovelwarewolf costume? Like, do we still have it, and why did we change it?
I don't think we have the season 1 costume anymore because literally it was pieces of fabric from the Eevee costume safety pinned to a brown shirt. So I'm pretty sure when the season was done, I unsafety pin it and returned the fabric to like the closet to be used again.
And I assume the lab coat is not the same as season 2.
The lab coat is still the same.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
We have that lab coat hanging up on set. That is the original lab coat. It's still there.
And yeah, and the mask was changed because it was shitty.
The original mask was destroyed because we needed to take the eyes out. We took so we took the eyes out and the ears off to make the mask as it is now.
Yes.
That mask that had no ears or eyes was technically used in season 2 when Shovelwarewolf brings in the cutout of Marilyn Monroe.
Oh,
and it has just a crappy, shitty mask put over it. That's that mask. Like, you'll notice it has no eyes in it or no ears.
Yeah.
And then I think we threw it away. And then we repurchased the mask on eBay because you couldn't find it in stores anymore for season 4 when the Mega Shovelwarewolf makes the cameo.
Yeah.
Which is the only time the Shovelwarewolf's actually been played by anybody else in something that's canon, because that was not like a 2-shot where we, film part of it and then film me and comped me in. The Mega Shovelwarewolf, when he runs by and is like, "Thanks, handsome," to me when I'm time traveling, is AJ. AJ played the Mega Shovelwarewolf in that one shot.
I didn't know that.
You've technically played the Shovelwarewolf in our April Fool's joke.
Yeah, but it's not canon.
But it's not really canon.
I mean, it could be.
It could be canon because it is a multiverse thing. And we did make your look and Biffalo Betty's look similar to the shot from season 4 where you see an alternate universe where Biffalo Bob is a woman who has a skirt and the Shovelwarewolf has like long hair.
The drawings I made,
the drawings she made.
Yeah, because he just told me like, hey, makes like 5 alternate universe, and I tried to think of what world could I do. So I was like, oh, gender bent, like they're all, girls. And a post-apocalypse one with like a little Easter eggs on the left.
The one where they're like
see.
all squids or whatever. Isn't there one where they have like tentacles?
Yes, there's one where they're like on an island and they all have tentacles. There's one where they're like aliens, kind of weird. But yeah, parallel universes are canon.
It can be canon.
Yeah.
Part of me had this brief thought of like, what if I cut to that April Fool's joke in the middle of the Suicide Squad episode?
No.
But I was like, that'd be such a weird aside.
No.
Yeah. Plus we filmed it vertically for the Reels Shorts TikTok format.
And also the costume doesn't fit me at all. Like you can probably see that the shelf doesn't open the mouth when I play him because the mask is too big. The mask is really big. The costume is just too big, so I couldn't fit the mask.
You're small.
I'm small.
She's small.
I had to like extend my jaw as much as I could and open my mouth, try to like reach the jaw of the shelf, but it was a nightmare. It was also hurting. That's a torture costume.
Let's see. Someone asked how we made the Numeri costume.
Okay, sure. I was gonna answer everything in order.
Oh, sorry.
There's looked at the YouTube membership tiers, and they are the same as the Patreon ones.
Who said that?
Oh, there, Philippe.
Oh, Philippe. Yes. The YouTube memberships are the same as the Patreon ones. The only real difference is on the $1 tier on YouTube, you get access to badges and emojis. This is basically the same because we only have so much time in our lives to dedicate to that kind of stuff. And the biggest thing was, I know there's a lot of people who don't back on Patreon because they don't want to make another account. They don't want to have another site they have to go to. Maybe they don't trust Patreon. Maybe they want to keep everything on YouTube. So YouTube memberships is a good way for people who don't want to join Patreon, but want to get the same things. The only difference is Patreon technically has more tiers.
Yeah.
YouTube only allowed us to have 3 for now. For now. I think they let you get more. But basically, Patreon has the $40 tier, which offers the executive producer credit, and it has tiers that are even higher than that, which offer more things that you can get. Obviously, I should preface this now. The executive producer credit that you get in the show, it's going to be a name credit, like the credits showed up. Excuse me, like the credits showed up in the infomercial. The Tyler Ogawa credit that he got in the finale is not how the executive producer credit works. That is because Tyler's been backing us on the executive producer credit the entire time. And I literally forgot to be giving him his credit in the credits until like episode 3. So I contacted him being like, do you want us to re-export episode 3 and make sure you give us a credit and everything in those episodes? Or if you want, since we forgot about you, we can give you a vocal credit that Numeri will say in the end of the episode. And he was like, I'll just go for the vocal credit. It's fine, guys. And obviously we added the little bit of, you know, giving him the alien costume and a Hawaiian shirt because Tyler lives in Hawaii.
I'm in the costume, by the way.
Yeah, that's her in the costume, yeah. So that was a little extra bonus we did for him specifically because I dropped the ball and just forgot to give him a credit.
But I think that would be great to have like a tier maybe a little bit above that would be like a vocal credit.
Yeah.
And like we make you like a picture and we give you vocal credits.
Maybe we'll add a higher tier for that kind of credit going forward. But for anybody who's on the $40 tier, which is very few of you, I just want you to know that Tyler's credit is not how your credit is going to be going forward.
Yeah.
You're not getting that kind of treatment. It is going to be just an executive producer credit.
I mean, I assume
how the names showed up in the infomercial.
I mean, I was assuming my character could be like, thank you to the executive producer and just show the names next to her.
We'll figure it out, but it's not a vocal and it's not an image.
Yeah, it's not a vocal, it's not an image, but maybe we'll do a tier with that. And how did we make the Numeri costume?
The Numeri costume, like someone said, was purchased.
On Amazon.
We bought 2 skirts, actually. We bought one that was too long, which I wore as we called it Nate Marique in the April Fool's joke. And then we have a mini skirt that she wears, and the chest piece is bought. The gloves came with it. No.
Yeah, the glove came.
No, they didn't. It came with gloves, but they were white.
Oh, yeah, they came with
So we bought gloves, we bought shoes. The antennas we made out of like, you know, cotton ball things.
Yeah,
and
we thought about making them glow, but we didn't know how it would look like on the blue screen. We would probably lose the glow. And after I worked on that VFX shot, I do think we would have lost the glow. So we made just with like little cotton balls or something, and then I tracked the glow on VFX.
And there is technically one, I mentioned this to Mavi, who is someone who talks to us, follows us and everything. They correctly, I think, are the only one who has identified that Numeri's costume was heavily inspired by Ooh La La from the Dreamcast game Space Channel 5, which is funny because obviously, sorry, I'm shaking the desk.
You're shaking the camera.
Sorry. Space Channel 5, and we thought it was fitting because obviously, you know, Space Channel 5, it's literally like a TV show. We had a headset that we bought and made out of a couple pieces and spray painted, and we tried to put it on her character, but unfortunately, she can't wear a headset very well with her antenna and buns and the wig, and it was too bulky. It's like a silver headset, and it has like a little piece that, like this, but it has like a nice little ball at the end of it. It looks very like retro, and we scrapped it last minute because we're like, this is just not gonna stay on. It doesn't. It's nice for the costume.
I tried to put it on, but since my buns are what the headset should be, it was either I wear the headset like this, or I wear it too back and it was falling. So we just removed it. No, it's over there. I'm confused. But yeah, and the body paint, at first we bought like some water-based body paint and I put it on my arm and I was like, this is not staying. This is like watery. So we bought another one that I also have here. We bought this, which is like from Paradise Makeup, which apparently is a great brand. So it's green. And basically, I just have a little sponge and I do doot, 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 boop, 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 and 3 layers on my entire body. I mean, not entire, just the part that are visible, which means that if I turn around, you see my skin.
Yeah, her back was not covered in it. I'm curious about this one. Someone's Everest said, if I were to get a vocal credit, I know it's not a vocal credit you get, but you know, what would you do for me since I'm from Oh, like if we were to do that in like how we made Tyler Hawaiian.
Oh, like
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. We'll probably just Google like Denmark cliche picture and try to replicate. Find like things that are proper to Denmark. If they have like a specific food or something, we could try to. I don't know. I would probably Google and find ideas.
We'll figure something out if we ever do that, but
yeah, we would need to make the tier first, and then I don't know. We could probably noodle also with like the person. Just send them a message and be like, "Hey, do you want something specific on your picture that we can try to replicate?" I don't know.
But who knows?
Who knows? It's almost time for the little games that I prepared.
The games, yes.
But I also don't know if it's gonna last for an hour.
Well, we could go to Q&A again if the game doesn't last an hour.
We could go back to Q&A, it's
So,
true.
People can think of questions.
Speaking of the antenna, they remind me of Eloise's avatar for the stream waiting screen. That's my OC, a very old OC I made, which has the name is Matsamuni. It's like my very old username, and that's it. Totally not related to Shovelwarewolf, but yeah, what's the word? I asked Nate to have antennas on my character because I think I mostly designed my character from what I remember.
I feel like I was leaning towards antennas too.
I was supposed to be a Cyclops as well. I just remember that.
Yes.
I was supposed to only have one eye, and I was thinking about how I would do that in VFX of like, like getting my eye and putting on center, making it bigger. And I was like, that's too much work. I don't have the capacity of doing that in VFX, so we scrapped that idea, and it's sad.
Yeah,
but
I don't think the original version had the antenna. I think, originally we were like, she's gonna have like the silver Ulala kind of costume.
Yes.
But she was gonna be a green Cyclops because you like Cyclopses, you like the designs and stuff. And I think as soon as we realized that that was not gonna be something we could do feasibly, we're like, okay, she's got normal eyes. We're like, well, we could give her like antenna. Yeah. So
it's also, antennas are also a little reference to another character, but I won't say more.
Ah, yes.
I won't say more. So that's also a little hint that you can probably guess. I don't think we have more questions, unless I missed some, which is possible.
Well, we can get into the games.
We can get into the little games.
See how well I do in this.
I assume I'm gonna leave the music, so I will be the only one watching the the chat, because you can guess with him if you want.
Ah, yes. And think of some questions if you got more questions.
Yeah, you can think of some, because I believe I think the game is not gonna last very long. So also, I'm gonna explain everything, but I think the game is not gonna last very long, so we might go back to Q&A after. But yeah, I assume I'm gonna leave the music. I assume the music's not too loud. I've seen no one complaining about it, so that's good.
I don't hear it at all.
Great. So I'm gonna... It's true. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna launch this and go boop. Welcome!
I assume I should look at this screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the other screen has nothing but my OBS. So yeah, I see there was music. There is supposed to be music. You should be able to hear music. Do no one hear music?
Oh, is your music
Is the music
muted?
too... Hold on. Ah!
There's been no music this whole time.
No, there is music. But maybe the music is... I can hear music. There's music. Oh, okay! What would you... What are you... Ah!
Okay.
Ah!
Well, it's not Shovelwarewolf music.
Hold on.
It's her normal...
That's... This... Okay.
It's her normal
Yeah,
live stream music, because she wanted to do the Shovelwarewolf soundtrack.
I wanted to,
I kind of vetoed it, mostly because I don't think it's varied enough. The soundtrack is only... The official soundtrack for seasons 1 through 5 is only like 40 minutes long. And like half of those songs are just the intros and the transformations. So it's like every 2 minutes you're gonna hear like dun 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 dun, and it's like very
it would
repetitive.
be like very jump scary.
So
yeah, I'm sorry if you don't hear. Maybe the music is too quiet. Don't hesitate to tell me if it's too quiet. I can put it a little bit louder if it needs to. But it's just a very chill music, just to have like background noise. So welcome to the Shovelwarewolf Games.
You're gonna do that in like a Numeri voice?
Welcome to the Shovelwarewolf Games! I don't have the effect though,
yeah,
so
there's no filter.
But basically, a reminder. So there are 4 games with 5 rounds each. 5 points per round, because he will get points. I should write the points somewhere. I should have my little post-its and write.
Post-it and...
Where's my pen? Okay, I have to write how many points he gets. Because depending on how bad he does, he has to reveal stuff.
Oh no.
So yeah, so...
I have to reveal stuff. Well, good thing I'm already not wearing pants. Oh, I am. Don't worry.
So the worst he can do, if he only gets 0 or 1 right, some are a little bit hard. But I still think he's gonna not do 0 to 10.
We'll see.
But he will have to reveal the full ending of episode 10. Big spoiler.
The end of the
He
next
doesn't
batch.
want to. He really doesn't want to. Which is the next finale. Then he'll reveal a major plot element happening between 6 to 10, which he also doesn't want to do. All the games from episode 6 to 10. The game on episode 6, the console on episode 6. And if he does extremely well, he won't say anything. So we'll see. I'm hoping 30-50.
Man, I can only get
so all
like
the
2
games.
questions wrong. Man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the chat.
I'm concerned.
So, these are the games. Also, this was on Discord and you all were able to participate, so I got some from you. You will have the username there and you'll see. But the first game would be the emoji episode, so he has to guess which episode it is based on 3 emojis only. The second one, he has to guess the episode based on 1 word only. The third game, he has to guess the episode based on a quote, which should be okay, I think.
We'll see.
The fourth one, which was a very creative one, was he has to guess the episode based on a poorly description of it. And so I didn't get all the entries I wanted, so some of them are for me. So I'm because he's gonna be able to just yell at people if it's a bad one. So maybe he'll yell at me. I don't know.
I won't yell at you.
So the first one, he has to guess from 3 emojis. This is the first. It was submitted by Autumn273, and those are the emojis. So you can obviously guess in the chat. He doesn't see the chat. I see the chat. So you can try to guess, and he has to...
How many guesses do I get? Just one?
Just one?
Just one?
You has to just guess. I don't know.
I
don't know. You can maybe have 2 guess. Like you say one, and if you don't, you have another chance.
I mean, my initial thought on this one would be Nat Geo quiz, because I'm like, magnifying glass seems like, explorer, question mark, like trivia, and pictures, because like Nat Geo's a magazine that they take pictures of. So I would guess Nat Geo.
Is this your final answer?
Yes.
And the answer is Nat Geo! Woo!
Okay. Whew.
So you have...
I'm gonna feel really stupid if I get anything wrong. Or if I get them wrong and I'm just gonna feel really stupid in general. I just always feel really stupid.
You will not. I'm sure there are some that are gonna be like a little hard, but you'll be able to guess. So you have 5 points.
Okay.
The next one. That one is from me. So you have to really think of each emoji, what they mean.
I mean, that's Rob. That's aliens, robot from Rob, and the old guy is like the weird old guy that you have to navigate through the levels in Gyromite. So I would say that's Rob.
And that is correct.
I
thought it was a little bit harder. Maybe I should have.
Maybe I should take a moment
harder
to think so we can have our audience, since there's like such a delay probably in the chat and stuff, that I want people time to guess too.
Yeah.
I'll take a moment to think so the game doesn't go too fast.
Okay, the next one. This one is from Philippe.
Okay.
And that one is a pretty challenging one, and I really like that one. So take a moment and think. What could it be? Also, if you're right, I can say your name, by the way. I can just... Because I'm looking at the chat and I can be like, that person, you are right. Or I can also not say anything, so you are all searching for it. But it's gonna be very awkward if you all get it and he doesn't.
I think I know this one. I only came to the conclusion afterwards of how it works. But obviously if I'm reading it as this way, it's snow, that's a needle, and that's a train. My brain was like train. The only thing that has a train in it is Balin from what I know. Snow, I wasn't really figuring out the reference. And obviously the needle, to me, I thought like, because it's costumes. Then I look at it again and I'm like, snow, pierce, train, snow, pierce. So it's Balin.
Philippe said make him describe it, which you just did.
Yes,
so,
it's snow, pierce.
It's Balin.
Yeah.
So I think so far you will not reveal the plot of
this
episode
is only
10.
Partway into the game.
Yeah, but it's like you gain clues and you have like...
Yeah, but I think they probably
15.
get harder as they go on.
Probably,
so
but
like,
you have 15. You're not between 0 and 10.
That's true. I don't have to reveal the
And
entire
you've got
plot
it.
of the show.
Woo! Next one. This one's for me. I love seeing the confusion on his face.
Okay, I think I know this one. I will give people a chance to guess, but I will not say it outright. So we'll...
I mean, you can just say it.
Oh.
You can just describe your thoughts, because we're not going to sit in silence for 10 minutes.
Okay, well, let's see. It's a captain, so that obviously my brain is like Sonic 06, like I am the captain now, which is further enforced by sunglasses, because he wears sunglasses in that episode. And the car was the one that threw me off for a second, but I was like, oh, he does say get this car out of my game, so I go Sonic 06.
I really didn't make them hard enough. Shout!
Maybe I'm just smart.
Maybe you're just very... I didn't know, like, if you remember... Because you said, oh, it's gonna be hard because I don't exactly remember things from the previous episodes,
Well,
but...
I think the quotes might be hard because sometimes you're like, is this from this
Maybe.
episode or that episode? Or...
Some are... I feel like I chose some pretty
Well,
hard.
let's
Okay,
see.
last one. Submitted by Autumn273.
Okay, I have this one.
You have this one?
I think. Well, I mean, it's a ring, and this guy's like, and this person is like, no more rings. No more rings. So
So what's your answer?
I would go with Superman 64.
And I'm sorry, this is
Oh,
the first time
what?
you don't get it. This is...
Oh,
I chose that one because we thought you would go for Superman 64.
You
but
bastards.
if you think a little bit more, there's a ring. So, you know, it could be Sonic as well.
Ah.
And that is Death and Shovelwarewolf. Because Death is like, hey. So
I
I'm sorry
see.
you didn't get that point. But that one's a little bit sneaky. I like that
sneaky.
one. But what would you think that the little that emoji would be from Superman 64?
because I don't know.
Oh, it could be Bob, maybe.
Bob, yeah. See, I think for Sonic and the Secret Rings, I would have been like ring and then the like shh emoji. Like the one that's like shh,
Now I
keep
haven't
it a
watched the
secret.
episode.
Anyway,
But yeah, maybe. But oh well, that was the end of the emoji game.
you haven't
emoji
watched the
episode.
episode? What? The episode doesn't have to do with anything.
I mean, I don't remember the episode of Sonic and the Secret
Ah.
Rings.
Well, you got me. You got me.
I got you. Well,
I might have
that's
to reveal
1 point
something.
you won't have. Next game, which is from one word only. Let's see how you do with that one. Cannibal, submitted by Autumn273. Cannibal. I thought that one would be really easy. Like, we really don't share the same brain.
Cannibal.
Cannibal.
Aw.
Where could that come
I'm gonna reveal everything apparently because I'm gonna lose so bad on this.
Cannibal.
We're gonna have nothing to reveal to our patrons in secret because everyone's gonna learn it in this live stream.
Nah, you'll still have stuff to reveal from Patreon.
Cannibal.
In Patreons, you show things. Like, you're just gonna say things right now, but on Patreon, we usually show things. No one in the chat is getting it, I feel like. Cannibal. I'm glad you have a little bit of difficulty. I thought that everything would be too easy for you.
The best I can come up with is Hey You Pikachu because he's making them into a stew or something. He's eating. I don't know. That's my best guess.
This is your guess?
Yeah, Hey You Pikachu.
Congratulations!
Wow.
It is from Hey You Pikachu!
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. This is harder than I want it to be.
I didn't think it would be that hard, but
Well,
I guess it is.
I don't have the same brain as you.
Okay, next one. Meatballs. This is by me.
That is... That's Link, the Faces of Evil, because you use the ice to defeat the meatballs.
That is correct.
I had to make sure that was Link, the Faces of Evil.
Yeah,
That's not Wandagamma. I'm like, no, because that's the one where like Elsa's like, "Ugh." That's not Elsa. I don't know what the fuck her name
yeah,
is. but
I
it's
thought
not
you would.
Elsa.
Yeah, I thought you would struggle a little bit on that one. But meatballs were the fun one because it's like when do we say meatballs? The next one is Dumber, which is by me again. Those words are from the Shovelwarewolf episodes. I feel like they're all from what he said.
Oh, he does say Pikachu's a cannibal or something like that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
This one makes me think of Kong, where he's like, yeah, and I've become dumber from watching it.
Congratulations.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I thought I would pick stuff from the earliest episode of being like, do you still remember the script?
Mhm.
The next one is Traps from Inverse Sky.
I mean, my brain would immediately go to Night Trap because it's in the title. And they are traps that you set for the characters and...
Someone in the chat has it.
As what?
Has the answer.
Oh,
Yeah.
traps.
Yeah. Ethy456, you have it. Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Home Alone. I'm gonna go with Home Alone.
It is Home Alone indeed.
I'm like, Night Trap's too easy. You wouldn't say night.
Exactly.
You wouldn't say trap for Night
Exactly.
Trap.
That's what I thought. The next one is Party. It's by me.
I would say Sonic Shuffle.
Is this your final answer?
I would say Sonic Shuffle. Yes.
I'm sorry, it was Night Trap.
What?
Party! It's not something he said, but it's something. Yeah, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have.
Okay.
Shouldn't have done. But I feel like it's something I say in my everyday life when I'm like party. Well, you can't win them all, okay? I had to put like a little trap somewhere.
I think she.
I think I cheated. I think I cheated.
You cheated.
No. Okay, the next game, which is a quote. You're doing pretty fast though.
Well, we'll see. Well, I do fast because I was wrong. You think party?
You need to think more.
Like,
you need
well,
to brainstorm.
Party. My brain is like, well, party is they're wearing party hats in Sonic
it's
Shuffle.
True, but I don't know.
And it's a party game like Mario Party.
Did he say that though? I haven't watched the episode.
Probably.
I should have watched the entire episodes again. But I was mostly thinking about party.
I wouldn't. That's not like the thing I would ever jump to.
I'm sorry. I guess I cheated. Okay,
You
next
didn't
one.
cheat.
The quote. He followed me home. He really is trying to kill me.
That's Hey You Pikachu.
No, congratulations.
Sorry, I'm not giving the chat. I'm not giving the chat.
Sorry,
any
Inverse
chance.
Sky.
The chat is not getting any chance to answer
the
these.
The chat doesn't have any chance.
So
next one. How do you know it's crappy?
that's the Grinch.
Oh my god, can you stop?
Sorry. I see. This is the one I thought I was gonna do bad on. Is the quotes? I'm like, ah.
I'm also trying to read with like no emotion in it. Ivan, you haven't even played it yet. It's by me.
That's you. Let me. Oh, which episode is this? Is so weird.
So first of all, you can see that it's not said by Ivan unless he.
Well,
talks to
yes, I
himself.
know, Ivan. You haven't even played it yet. Oh God, what episode does he say that in? It's funny how the recent stuff I can't even think. Ivan, you haven't even played it yet, and he's like, "Oh, do I have to?"
Which episode is that?
I want to say Aliens.
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 I'm so sorry. It was Road Warrior because the cutscene is very, very long and he doesn't want to play it. But it is by my character. I'm trying to think of stuff. I was like, okay, the one before was said by Gwen, so maybe he would be like, oh, maybe it was said by Susan. But no, I'm trying to set like little traps here and there.
Put your character on it, so.
Well.
Oh, your character's always there?
Yeah, remember. It's always there.
I don't know. I'm like, I know you said it. It was just like I couldn't remember. My brain was like, oh, does he say it after he's like making it, telling me it's a licensed game doesn't make me want to play it more? And I thought maybe she was like, I haven't even played it yet.
It was during a cutscene. It was after cutscenes.
Yeah. Well, that's how much it hasn't sunk in yet on the newer episodes.
Ah, I thought it would be fresh in your memory.
You know, we're working so quick to get some of these out. They don't stay in my memory
in the
as long.
chat, they thought it would be by Santa. Maybe Santa could have said something like that.
Yeah. I can see Santa doesn't say too much.
Yeah. I also don't know, like, I don't think he would say that by Rudolph.
No.
Rudolph.
Well, because Rudolph, he's knocked out until...
Yeah, and I don't think he would say that in Home Alone as well, because he goes straight into the game.
I don't remember. I'll have to watch this episode again.
Yeah, okay.
Like, when does she say it?
When did I say you haven't even played it yet?
Yeah.
It was because there was, like, a long cutscene, and he was
What
saying
does he say
weird
before
stuff.
that?
I don't remember.
He says something.
He says something.
I'll watch it.
Okay, next. Time to grab the scroll and boogie.
That's...
By Marshmallow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's from Mortal Kombat Mythologies.
That is correct.
The only ones I get wrong are the weird, tricksy ones that you made. You little turd.
I'm trying to make it hard. I'm sorry. Next one. Not only am I stuck in a hole, but his scumbag's waiting to shake me down when I get out.
That is E.T. Because...
Well, people, you should
stuck
make
in
it
a hole,
harder.
E.T. just like you. Hee hee hee.
People
Sorry,
should just
y'all.
have made it harder. Or maybe I picked the wrong ones.
I think the problem here is people picked more memorable quotes. They picked quotes that stick out a lot more.
Probably.
Whereas you picked a quote that's like very
vague,
generic. Like
yeah.
It could be in any episode. So Because I'm like, not only am I stuck in a hole, I'm like, okay, well, what episodes is like, why would this on
yeah,
LTT?
when is he stuck in a hole?
But-
Yeah. Okay, well,
Huh.
the last game, like I said, we're going really, really fast on that, is guess which episode it is based on the poorly description of it. And that one was really hard to make because it's really, really hard to poorly describe an episode. Like, I had to make one of that, I think, and I struggled so much. So the first one is...
Okay,
It's
this
pretty
is
long.
Philip.
Yeah, this is by Philip. I think there is a guy in this episode for like 30 seconds. Then, after some vague flashbacks, some kind of furry. At some point, there's a pun I don't fully get about a name I should recognize, but I remember it was about some grandpa sports. Wait, was that all an ad for a real life thing?
Oh.
No, indeed. Just try to find some key elements in the sentences and be like, what that could be about. Just picture that as you have a friend who has Alzheimer and he's trying to describe his favorite episode.
Huh?
No one in the chat is getting it. I have no idea what this is from. Yeah, it's... I mean, I also struggled on that one. I thought it was one thing, but it wasn't.
Okay, it's Six Flags.
Why that?
So Ivan's not in that episode very long, and then he has a flashback to want to ride and becomes a furry, the Shovelwarewolf. There's a pun about a grandpa sport because he says, I am the Shovelwarewolf. And he says, was it all an ad or a real life thing? Like, yeah, it's like a weird ad for Six Flags.
It is. I didn't think you would get that one. I didn't get that one. At first, he said overrated sports instead of overrepresented sports instead of grandpa sports. And my brain was like, sport, the skidoo. But it wasn't, no. Also, the ad, I didn't remember at the end it was an ad. I had to rewatch the episode to fully get it. But yeah, congrats on that one. Next one, by Yaichi Raikami, which is a good friend of mine. There's a kidnapping and Ivan tries to rescue the hostage by talking to people in the streets.
Huh?
Aw.
There's a kidnapping.
There's a
Ivan
kidnapping
tries
and
to
Ivan...
rescue the hostage.
Yeah, there's a kidnapping
By
and
talking
Ivan
to
tries to rescue the hostage by talking to people in the streets. I feel like this one is pretty good.
What?
Someone in the chat has it. Gracious Dragon, congratulations.
When was Ivan ever in the streets?
I probably shouldn't say like who has it because then people are like, okay, I'm gonna stop guessing.
When is he ever in the street?
When was he ever in the streets? There's a kidnapping, and he tries to rescue the hostage by talking to people in the street. He's in the street a lot as well, but I'm not gonna say anything else. You can also say you don't know. You can also give up and be like, I don't know.
Oh.
Focus on the important words of the sentence.
I mean, I'm just gonna go with my gut, and it's probably wrong, and I'm gonna say it's Sonic 06.
Why that?
Because the princess gets kidnapped, or queen, or whatever the hell she is, because I don't fucking remember that game because it sucks. And I talk to people in the street because, like, I am the captain now and all that stuff. So
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo!
Part of me was like Bad Street Brawler. I'm like, did he kidnap people in that?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Oh.
That's Street Brawler. Next one. By Indoor Sky. Local werewolf discovers why you shouldn't microwave metal objects.
That's Duke Nukem.
Yup, it is. I thought that one wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah.
I thought that one would be like the easy one.
Sorry, I'm like, a microwave is kind of like, you kind of easily guess that one.
Yeah. And that's the before the last. By Philippe, with the help of his buddy, Ivan discovers that no one in the entire universe likes cheaters.
With the help of his buddy, Ivan discovers that no one in the entire universe likes cheaters. I want to say Rob, because it's the robotic operating buddy, and he tries to cheat at the game, and Kojam and Earl are like, don't do that or we'll put you back in cryostasis and make you play the Grinch for all eternity. Although I don't remember if that's what they say. No, I don't remember if that's what they say. They're gonna force him into cryo and play the Grinch, but that might be in relation to something else. I'm just go with Rob. It's Rob.
That is correct.
So
and the last one, and then we'll go back to Q&A
by
because
you that I'll probably get wrong or something.
It isn't it by me.
Okay.
There was a game where you control. Oh wow, I made a mistake. There was a game where, with an H, the H decided to leave. You control a weird animal, I think, and there were mini games, and the guy was having fun playing the game. And I remember violin, umbrellas, balloons, and a beach, and someone's getting really mad at the end.
I mean, I would say this is Sonic and the Secret Rings because you're playing as a weird animal, and there are mini games, and the guy was having fun playing there. Death's having. Yes, Sonic and the Secret Rings. Death is having fun. Violin is the so Sonic and the Secret Rings.
I shouldn't have made that one a little bit too obvious. Ah, shoot.
Oh no, I don't have to reveal every secret ever about the next season.
No, I'm sure. I'm gonna count the
Tell
points.
me what I need to
but
reveal.
This is the result.
All right,
so
the
hold
results.
on.
So
Hold on, I'm doing some math here.
oh no, math. I'm gonna look at the chat now.
If you
See if I can
want.
see what's going on.
Uh,
Huh. Huh.
it should be 85.
I have
I'm
85 points.
85, which is between 80 and 90. You have to reveal the console used for episode 6.
I have to reveal the console. Only the console.
Only
used
the
for
console. You
episode
did pretty well. I'm very sad.
I can reveal a little more information about this.
You
while
have to say-
talking about the console.
You have to say, you have to say which
So,
console you use.
The
for episode
console
6.
that I used for episode 6, which is going to be the premiere episode of the next set of episodes, I'm playing it on PS5. I don't think that's the only console it's on. But this game, I originally purchased it on Steam. I did buy this game on Steam originally, but it was I tried to launch it and it was so poorly optimized for PC that I could not play it. And I have like a brand new graphics card and a new motherboard.
Yeah, you upgraded your computer for that game.
There's literally no reason I should have trouble playing this game, but it's so poorly optimized for PC that I refunded it on Steam and I got it on PS5 instead. So, but I think it might be on other consoles. I'd have to check. It's probably on like Xbox
You
Series
shouldn't
X.
say more.
I don't know. I'll leave it at that. I played it on PS5.
I'm gonna go back to my just chatting. Hello, people.
And it was obviously something suggested by fans.
Yes, obviously. So yeah, we can go back to a Q&A because we still have 30 minutes left.
30 minutes of a Q&A.
So this is all the information you'll get from episode 6.
Unless, of course, you back us on Patreon.
Unless you back us on Patreon and you have things revealed.
I'll just take this quick moment to make a plug while people are coming up with some questions. Yeah, obviously, back us on Patreon. If you don't want to sign up for Patreon, you can back us on YouTube with memberships. It's the same stuff, other than if you want to pay $40 or more. Patreon has more perks at $40 tiers and higher. But yeah, you can get the trading cards through YouTube as well. One of the easiest ways I also say that people can help support us is watch the episodes. Just watch the definitives already. Watch the new episodes again. We're pretty close to monetization. I think YouTube is always kind of like almost a week behind on stats. So I think once YouTube catches up to the view count from the Suicide Squad episode, we will probably have monetization. So yeah, and also she Twitch streams. This is not just a weird Twitch channel she has that we're using today. She streams on Wednesdays.
Yeah, I play on Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
So I play on Wednesday with him in a co-op game. He's not on screen, but he's in the vocal, and we play Split Fictions these days. I play on Friday. I play like a little horror game that's really, really cool called Static Dread. And I used to play on Saturday, but I think I'm thinking about stopping on Saturday because I need more time to work on the Sonic projects I'm currently working on.
But yeah, so Split Fiction on Wednesday, Static Dread on Friday, and Saturday.
I don't think I'm gonna stream anymore on Saturday because I need time to work. I'm a little bit behind schedule on the Sonic project, and I need to lock in and work way more. So yeah, no more Saturday streams, I think. Maybe eventually, once the project is done, I'll be able to stream again on Saturday. Because I would love to make Twitch my full-time job and be able to just stream games and chat with y'all and everything, but obviously right now it's a little bit complicated because I have lots of work.
Yeah, so...
Is that a Labubu in the background? No. I have a Labubu over there on top that you can't see, but this is a cinnamon roll.
That's a cinnamon roll.
How dare you insult my child? This is my cinnamon roll. But this is not related to Shovelwarewolf, so I shouldn't even read it. But I love cinnamon rolls. But yeah, give us some questions we can answer. If no one has questions anymore, we can also probably stop early because we have like a Pokemon Go event. But we're still here for 30 minutes. If people have questions, stuff to talk about, the later seasons, the newer seasons, how the seasons were created, the steps of creating a seasons, anything, questions about Patreon too, questions about merch, questions about anything. We're here. We're here to answer questions. We're here. As long as they're Shovelwarewolf related. Yeah, I mean, I guess if no one has Shovelwarewolf related, we can also... I mean, yeah, if where was season 1 recorded? I mean, season 1 was I can tell people where we lived because it was public information. We don't live there anymore, yeah. We used to live in a town called Lancaster when I first moved here, but we were not there very long because I moved here in July of 2016. And then, like, end of September, early October 2016, we were already moving out to a new place. So, like, I just got there and had to move again. But that was in Palmdale, and we lived in Palmdale for a long time. Like, you know, the Hello Neighbor house, it's the house you saw in like a shitload of Random Encounters videos was the same house. And we filmed the Shovelwarewolf seasons 1 through 4 in the garage. So like if you're a fan of Random Encounters and you saw, you know, like Sally Face in the end when they're playing D&D with the beard, that's back there. The set of like emergency meeting was back there. It's all on the side of our garage, like Spooky's jump scare. So yeah, season 1 and 2 were the same set basically. Like I didn't do anything to the walls. They just changed the desk and like the orientation of stuff a little bit. Yeah, this is linked to another question, which is how hard was it to create each set? Because you were going. The current set was the hardest set to create. So the season 1 set was just the garage with like a table and some stuff thrown out there. Very easy. Season 2, we didn't want to change the set too much because it's supposed to be like the same location, but the company made it look a little nicer. So like there's a rug on the ground, there's a chair where Susan sits. Nice poster. There's a hang in there poster on the wall. Yeah. Season 3, we put up fake brick wall, and then we covered the ground in like rubber mulch, so it looks like dirt, but it's actually rubber, so it doesn't like go into your feet like Makes sense. Like wood chips and stuff. Which was pretty easy. And like Bub was filmed at the top of our staircase in that house where we like put up a fake wall against it and just like filmed upward so it looked like you were looking up the wall. Yeah. And he stood on a table up there. Season 4 was back in the garage. That was filmed back in the garage again. We put up the white walls and then we put like black floor mat stuff on the ground so it looked like a spaceship. Season 5, the set was very easy because it was filmed outside. We had to drive to a location, which was David King, who's he plays Death in that season. It was a cabin that his mom owned in the woods, so we went out there and filmed that. So it was basically just go outside. And that cabin was the same cabin that you see in the end of the season where he's on the porch with Susan, like drinking his coffee or whatever. But the new season, the new everything. Yeah, the new stuff, the new episodes. That was actually the hardest set to build because that shack that we're filming in was kind of nobody was using it, and that's kind of why we're using it now because Random Encounters was like, we don't use this. If you guys want to have a permanent set out there, that's good. So like we took down some shelves that were out there that were they were big and crappy, and then me and her painted. We painted the walls and the ceiling and the floor because the floor was ugly. Yeah. And then we had to bring desks out there. We bought a rug. We bought lots of things. Bought a rug, some images we printed out and put on the wall. So we bought the ladder that is like, I don't know, it's a small detail that maybe people haven't noticed, but that ladder
is like it goes up to the top where like his bed is, which you can see in the teaser a little bit of the trailer.
I think we only see that in the teaser. We should do more shots about what's going on up.
He references when he says he doesn't wake up in his bed very often. He looks up. It's because the ladder is supposed to be like he climbs it and his bed is up there. He lives in the cabin.
Yeah.
So. But.
A question for me. How long have you been involved with the Shovelwarewolf series? Did you say you did art for the older season? I did the art for season 4 for the little flashback, the little story about, Bob travel through dimensions and everything. That was art I did. I did all of that. Because I met this great guy by sending him... that's not the first one. I sent him like a Shovelwarewolf fan art. I sent him like that one, but V1, which is the one you see if you type Shovelwarewolf on Google Image, and I really wanted to not be there anymore, but oh well.
It's because it's used on the soundtrack. It's used on the soundtrack, image for the official soundtrack.
Because I sent him that fan art and we started to talk, and then he commissioned me the drawings for season 4, so I've been sort of involved for that. I remember it was way before you started filming, probably, because you sent me pictures of a weird Photoshop image of the alien, of like you took like the suit that they were wearing and you took the mask and you like tried to assemble and you were like, they look like this, try to draw that, and I was like, okay. And same for Prince Tricky, you sent me like, this is the mask and he's gonna look like this, so I tried to draw that. Drawing looks great. Thank you.
I say she updated some of those drawings for the definitive edition. There was a couple of them you changed.
I updated 3 of them, I think. I don't remember if you used the spaceship one. Because
I did not, no.
Yeah, I hated the spaceship. Like, I drew the spaceship going into like a wormhole or something. I hated that drawing, so I updated it. But then he found better, and I was like, that's okay. That looks better. Yeah.
Yeah, you always hated that the spaceship drawing was right before like stock footage of like a really cool looking sci-fi thing.
Yeah.
So in the definitive, like, even though she gave an updated drawing for it that she was happier with, I ended up happy-ish.
I was like, it's better than the previous one. It's still not great, but
I ended up going back and finding the model of the spaceship and putting like an actual graphic of a wormhole there and basically being like, this is actual footage now and not just the drawing.
Yeah, it looked better.
So.
But yeah, I updated the Bob one when he's like this in front of the alien because I didn't really like the face I did for him. I updated the Prince Tricky sitting on a chair because the perspective was awful. And now it looks way better. So yeah, that's how I've been involved, I guess, because I didn't do anything for season 5, and then, well, he stopped. And then I've been involved by making him do new episodes because I was being awful and annoying, and I was like, I want new episodes, give me new episodes.
Well, I told you I've always had things in my mind of what we could do. And
yeah, but you didn't have time.
And didn't have time. Obviously when I worked with Random Encounters, like, I didn't have time because I was editing their projects or working on their projects, and this is kind of like, okay, well, now I don't work with them anymore, so I have all the time in the world. So we need a new job,
first of all,
to dedicate to it, and I'm like, I would rather have this as my new job, which it needs to start making more money. Obviously, we're not monetized yet, so it's making like no money other than Patreon. So thank you, people on Patreon,
thank you
for giving us something. But yeah.
How long does it take to edit the Shovelwarewolf episodes?
It honestly depends on the episode. Some take longer than others. Obviously, Suicide Squad took a while. Most of the episodes we actually, like Alien was ready and uploaded like weeks ahead of time, which is kind of why I told Tyler Ogawa when his credit was missing. I was like, these episodes are already exported and on YouTube ready to be premiered. Suicide Squad we didn't finish until actually the week of.
Yeah, because the goal was to have all first 5 episodes ready before the first episode is Premiered, so that we have time to jump on the next episode.
That didn't happen.
But we still did good. Great.
I feel like you can mostly get them done in a couple of days. I usually do the rough cut, or I just place in the Ivan stuff. I go down the script and place just like Ivan Shovelwarewolf, and then I go back through and I drop in like the corresponding gameplay, and then you kind of have to go dub Numeri, and we have to dub the Shovelwarewolf has to be dubbed because obviously his voice is different. It's modulated with effects. Numeri was a choice to dub because obviously she did like. You perfected the voice more. When we filmed on set, you weren't really doing the voice as much.
Nah, because you told me I would have to record.
But also, it's filmed in the garage, and there's like a heavy echo out there, and like it's gonna sound cleaner for Numeri.
And also, we wanted the same kind of clean voice as when I'm on screen and in the emitter. We didn't want to have like a cleaner voice in the emitter and a
Yeah.
bad voice when I'm on screen.
Ivan's the only one we don't dub, and you can probably tell if you watch the episode, he has echo in his voice because it's on set. But we just don't have the time to like dub Ivan as well.
It's also hard to dub something that has like a mouth, because the Shovelwarewolf you can put like however you want as long as he moves his jaw on certain words and everything. But when you have an actual mouth, you have to, you know, put the dubbing on top of the mouth and try to have the same timing, and it's really hard.
Lip sync matters a lot more.
Yeah, lip sync. Was the Shovelwarewolf intended to be family friendly? Short answer, no.
I wouldn't say the Shovelwarewolf was ever really intended to be family friendly. I mean, I know personally as a gamer, I curse when stuff pisses me off. I swear. I don't say, oh, poop, oh, crap, oh, fudge. You know, I don't. It was kind of forced, like you said. It was forced to be because it was on RE. So, you know, the insults were more, I feel like a lot more poop joke related, you know, oh, sphincter and anus and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, I feel like it's a little more childish. And obviously it's good. There's still a lot of really good jokes in there. And I'm really happy with, you know, the show. And I wouldn't really change anything. I wouldn't, you know, I don't want to go. We talked about this briefly about in the definitive edition of like, is it worth like going back and uncensoring stuff? Because obviously he says, what the fuck, when he sees the shitty little snowmobile that he gets, but it bleeps it out. And I was like, I think the comedic element is there, that it's like, what the?
Yeah.
Or
it was also the Sonic one.
The Sonic 06 song. Yeah, he says the word shitty, but it gets bleeped out with
the ring,
the sound of a ring being picked up. And we were just like, no, I don't think you need to remove that. But yeah, I've never really intended the show to ever be family friendly PG. Like, it doesn't fit the mold, because I don't think any other gamer people that are in this, like the angry video game nerd, he curses way more than the Shovelwarewolf. The Shovelwarewolf is actually pretty tame. I feel like he curses now, but it's a lot of shit. And shit just kind of replaces when he said crap.
You try to also limit yourself to one fuck per episode.
Yes, I haven't gone fully over like too overboard or whatever on F-bombs. Yeah, because like I don't have any problem saying fuck. It doesn't bother me. And obviously the Rogue Warrior episode has a lot of cursing on it. And that's an episode that could never have probably happened on Random Encounters. Like, even if the Shovelwarewolf didn't swear, the sheer amount of swearing that the Dick Marcinko character does in that game, I could never have done that episode just because of the game. But yeah, every episode really only has like one F word in it. Other than Suicide Squad, I think there's 2 in that one. But it's the finale. I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I feel like I need to use more, I will. But for the most part, I feel like 1 or 2 is good enough. I think I can say what I need to say. But I'm also not holding back. So
yeah. How long does it take to beat each game?
Where was that question?
By JJ Master 31.
Well, that really depends on the game. Some games are longer than others. I feel like most of the games for last season probably took me like 10 to 12 hours. Yeah. Like Aliens was probably 10.
Rogue Warrior was 2 hours.
Rogue Warrior took me, it was only 2 hours to beat Rogue Warrior. I literally started that like in the morning before lunch and recorded it and finished the game, and I was done with it. But Balan probably took like 12 hours.
Balan was long.
The Aliens probably took like 12 hours. Kong was probably like 10. Suicide Squad I think was like 16.
Most of it was cutscenes.
Yeah, a lot of cutscenes.
Yeah. Has AJ written new music for the new series?
I'll get to that in a second, but I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
The new not the new season. I keep saying new season. It's not a new.
It is technically a season. It's just.
I'm talking about the next batch of episodes.
Yes,
it's
so
not
it
a new
is not
season.
a new
This
season.
is all the same season. The next batch of episodes, we've tried to pick a couple games that are shorter because we want to. We're trying to have some shorter episodes because I originally said I was gonna write like episodes that were like 6 to 8 minutes long, and then I wrote a bunch of episodes that were like 10 to 14 minutes long. So other than like the first game of the season, which is like probably took me like 15 hours to beat, one of them took like 8. Another one's gonna take like 2.
Yeah.
So, and the other one took like 6. So yeah. Depends on the game.
So yeah, I'm sorry. Has AJ written new music for the new series?
For the next stuff, not yet. No.
The new season, I assume, like the thing we did right now.
Yes, AJ did write the intro theme and the transformation theme for the new episodes that we've already seen. So that like guitar, like very like rustic, woodsy. He did both of those. And he's planning on updating them a bit.
Yeah, because we need a different vibe.
Yeah, we're gonna have a different vibe going forward. Now that the jig is up, that we've spoiled and revealed to you what is really going on. I think the theme is gonna be a lot more bombastic and interesting.
Yeah, more like TV show.
More like a TV show. So yeah.
If he had a phone when he ordered the snowmobile, why didn't he just call for help using the phone?
We don't ask those kind of questions.
He's just dumb.
Maybe
he didn't think about it.
You know, these are the weird things that you kind of. I've always called it. It's cartoon logic, is how I call it. Some stuff in Shovelwarewolf is cartoon logic, like he has a phone, or like why is he wearing Sith robes in the one like I will make it legal, or where does he get the flute recorder thing that he snaps in half? And it's just kind of like, I mean, even the new season when he does the like, he references the meme of the guy being like, "Guess I'll die." I'm like, where did he get the red shirt? How he put it on so fast? Like, it's so fun. It's, you know, sometimes for the joke, you're just kind of like, I don't care if it makes logical sense. I'm writing this joke. So. What
was the worst gaming console to use during recording?
The worst gaming console to use.
Probably the worst to record.
So. Okay, so there's a couple that I can think of. The Virtual Boy was awful. I had to use emulation for that. Bet. I technically have a Virtual Boy, and I have the games that I played in that season, but for the actual footage of the episodes, I had to use an emulator because I don't even know if there's a good way to connect a Virtual Boy for... Nowadays, you could technically probably use the Switch because they have the stupid
it's true.
Virtual Boy Switch thing. You can probably do something with that. But back in the day, I was like, I don't even know how you connect a Switch. It's also kind of why I've never done handheld games as much, because those are harder to capture as well. But I know Nintendo Labo was actually a really annoying episode to do, because even though you can easily capture a Switch's footage with like a game capture card, you can't do it in handheld mode. It has to be plugged into the TV, you know, so there's an HDMI going into the capture card, going into the computer. But the Labo uses handheld mode for everything. Other than maybe the robot stuff. I think the robot stuff, you don't use it in handheld. But like when it's, you know, like plugged in to like the little racing game or like the fishing game, I ended up having to do the in system thing where you tell it to capture and it just records the last 30 seconds of whatever you did.
Yeah.
Which that is like, you have to be so on point with knowing what you want to write a joke about, because I have to like, interesting thing, capture footage immediately. It sucked. That one sucked to do.
That seems awful, yeah. The question who made the Shovelwarewolf costume, we already answered that. It was parts bought and parts made by your mom in season 2.
Yes, the fur, the fur for his top and technically for his legs that you never really see his legs other than in the Grinch. They were made by my mother. But yeah, like the lab coat is purchased, the shirts are purchased.
The mask also is purchased.
The mask is purchased and combined with pieces from the original mask. So.
Where did he get the guitar?
The guitar
for Sonic 06.
Well, that's technically a little bit of cartoon logic, but it is there on set.
It's true. It is there in the background.
You see it in the episode that it is there in the background, and it's kind of just like he's just got like gaming peripherals. There's like, you know, consoles and games in the background and stuff, and he's just got a guitar sitting there. So that one actually is on set. He doesn't kind of just pull that out of anywhere.
And where did he get the great singing voice?
The great singing voice. I mean, that was me. I did record that.
Where did you get a great singing voice?
I don't really have a great singing voice, in my opinion.
I like your singing voice. I know you sing off key most of the time, but I still love your singing voice.
I mean, the Shovelwarewolf doesn't sing as on key, probably because you can get away with more with character voices.
Yeah.
Which is why he's like, "Woo! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!"
But yeah, but I sang Shaq Fu this as well. In season 5, when there's the rap about Shaq Fu where Shaq is singing, "That's my voice. I'm doing a deep voice like Shaq." And then I think we like even like pitched it down a little more in post production to make me sound more. Cause you know, if you've ever listened to Shaq, he has a deep voice like this. He talks like this is Shaq.
Amazing imitation.
But I was like, I'm Shaquille O'Neal and my game is trash. So
amazing.
But.
Will there ever be an end to the Shovelwarewolf, or is it like Cyber Chase where it goes on forever?
You know, if I want to keep it as my job and I want to keep doing it, you know, I don't know if there will ever be an end to the Shovel Werewolf. I do, you know, eventually have an idea for a movie, and maybe the movie would be an end, but I'd feel weird because it's tough. Like, we've kind of written ourselves into a little hole, kind of like how like Saw wrote their character with cancer, like he's gonna die.
Yeah.
It's not like the angry video game nerd where he's just angry and can play games forever and be angry. I mean, we did write a character that has a curse, and people are like, I want to see him cured. I want to see him happy. I'm like, well, I don't want to see him cured, and I don't want to see him happy, because if he's happy, he's not playing bad games and he's not making money. So we would like the show to go on as long as we can, and obviously we'll develop the story where we need to, but...
Yeah. If you could have anyone make a guest star cameo, who would you choose?
I mean, I'd probably go with the angry video game nerd.
That would be a great one, yeah.
We did have original season 5 endings were tossed out way back in the day of, and there's actually footage of this that I recorded because we filmed it on set before we moved out. The original idea was that like he faces off against Death, and Death does one of the whole like, I'll put you back to before you were cursed kind of thing, and like, you know, he senses the lightning strike coming or whatever, and like puts the controller down and like never gets cursed, and that he was gonna go like leave the company and like quit his job and whatever, and you'd see like his boss is like the angry nerd making a cameo as like his boss of the company. But we scrapped it eventually because I was like, I personally don't like stories that negate the entire story. This happened in the Prince of Persia movie, I think, and in the game as well, where the story happens and then they reverse time and the entire story like never happened because they prevent it.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I don't like the idea of like, you know, everything happens to him and then he defeats Death and then he never gets cursed to begin with, and it's like back in 2016.
And then everything that happened never happened.
Yeah, everything that happened never happened because like one, it's like Susan is out there still like working at a shitty company.
Poor
and like
Susan.
Bub is still out there doing who knows what creepy things. And I was like, I like the idea that he comes back to life but has to make that final bargain with Death of like, I'll save the multiverse from Bubsy, but I have to accept that I'm still cursed. So it's like he's still cursed, but it's sort of like a happy ending. But
yeah, I mean, him still being cursed, it's him. It's how the show is. It's like I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, like someone said, one must imagine the Shovelwarewolf happy. I don't want him to be. I want him to be happy, but at the same time, I don't want him to be cured because that's what makes the character.
It's kind of like, you know,
he can be happy with his curse.
Yes, you can come to terms with it,
which is what with the Shovelwarewolf.
Which is what I think characters like. I was thinking of like, you know, the Incredible Hulk. I'm sure he comes to terms with it eventually, but it's like I don't want to read I don't read comic books that much as it is, but I wouldn't want to read a comic book or watch a movie that just follows the Bruce Banner around all the time. Like I don't want to watch a Bruce Banner show. I'm like, I want to see him turn into the Hulk and like beat stuff up and smash things and defeat bad guys. I'm like, you're not here for Bruce Banner. You're here for the Hulk. It's
like, oh, it's Spider-Man, but he found the cure for the spider who bit him.
Yeah, like, do you want to read the comic that's just follow Peter Parker as he goes to college? Like, no, I want to see Spider-Man.
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
So,
what was the best season to record? Like, which one was the most fun to record? Not season 5.
Season 5 was a pain because it was all in one weekend and it was hot because we were outside. I mean, I don't know.
Season 2 must have been fun.
Season 2 was fun, yeah.
Because that's the first time you had another character on set.
Yeah.
Plus the guitar and everything.
Yeah, season 2 was good.
Yeah. We only have roughly 5 minutes until the end of the stream, so put all your questions in the chat. Because who knows when we'll do a next Q&A, so that's...
Maybe after the next batch of episodes.
Maybe after the next finale, yeah,
who knows?
But who knows indeed. Have you ever played Wolfenstein 3D?
I have never. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow, okay, you bored doing my live stream, wow.
Oh. You know, we had a late night.
It's right.
I've never played Wolfenstein 3D, no, I don't. I know it's basically like Doom. Although, I don't know about 3D, I assume 3D.
Isn't Wolfenstein the one with the problematic?
Nazis.
Yep.
One of the Nazis, yes.
I was gonna say problematic, but
you're not a Nazi. Yeah, you go fighting Nazis. So.
Yeah, that's good. You go kill the bad guy.
People should be happy that I'm killing Nazis. But
indeed. Seems like people ran out of questions, so we could just stop here.
Yeah.
Unless you have other stuff to say.
Back
us on Patreon to get new things.
Yeah, I
cool
mean,
stuff.
I don't want to keep plugging things because obviously I don't want to sound like a broken record. But if you do enjoy the show, like watch the episodes again, watch the definitive editions, even back us for $1 on Patreon or member on YouTube. Like it helps, it adds up. I constantly say, we have like 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. If everybody decided to be a member for only $1, we'd be making $3,000 a month.
Oh boy, that would be great.
That would be great, So it'd be great to help make the show because we want to keep making it, and it's we're gonna keep going and stuff. But obviously, if we don't make money from it, at some point we have to be like, I'm an adult, I have to go get a real job and make this and do my show less. Because
like I said on my live stream last night, it's like it's the same for every people on YouTube. If you see someone on YouTube who is posting videos regularly and who has YouTube as their full-time job, then if one day they get less views, less people, and eventually they'll have to stop. They'll have to retire and find a job. So I keep thinking about that every time I go on YouTube and I see like a creator I like who makes YouTube as his work. And I'm like, boy, maybe one day that person's going to retire because people will, people move on. People are going to be like, I'm not watching that person anymore. And then that person is going to have to stop, and it's sad. Yeah. So if you like people on YouTube, try to support them, watch their content a lot, and everything.
One thing you can also do, I haven't seen the feature used a lot because we just became monetized, for partially monetized. Like we can do super chats and memberships, but in order to put ads on our videos, like I said earlier, we need like 800 more hours.
Yeah.
But one thing is, now that we're like part of the YouTube partner program, you can actually hype our videos now. I don't know the exact details because hyping videos is new. But I did notice that Suicide Squad is hyped. It has a little thing under it that says it's hyped, and it's something that I think viewers can do. If they hype a video, it makes it. Yeah, I don't know the exact details, but look into it. It's kind of like liking a video and stuff like that. You can choose to hype it, and it works for people that it's for small creators, like 500 subscribers to like 50,000 or something. So you can hype videos, and it starts to it's kind of like a way to have viewers promote it and tell YouTube that like this video is high quality. It's fun to watch. It meets, it is what it advertises itself to be. It's enjoyable content. Like it kind of tells YouTube to send the video out there more and be like, oh, people are hyping this video. So maybe we'll promote it and get its word out there. And this is Suicide Squad, I think, is the first video that's been able to be doing it because we didn't have that entry level of monetization until shortly before Suicide Squad launched. So, but yeah, if you can hype videos, do hype. It's free. You can hype videos for free.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Eversif just said they hyped it.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, hyping videos is great because it gets us out there and it's free.
I mean, yeah. Also, if you don't have money, you can just watch the videos like every day.
Without an ad blocker, please.
Without an ad blocker.
This is something that people.
We don't have ads for now, but when we'll
yes, this is something people. Obviously, once we have ads on our channel for monetization, don't use an ad blocker because if you block the ad, that's not money I'm getting. If you have YouTube Premium, which I don't think anyone really cares about YouTube Premium, but if you do have YouTube Premium, that counts towards.
You don't have ads, I think.
You don't have ads.
Yeah, you don't have ads.
You get a cut of it somehow. I don't know how YouTube works, but
no idea.
But yeah.
But yeah, I used to use an ad blocker because everyone knows that ads are awful. Like you want to watch a video and there's 30 seconds ads before. But ads are really useful for the people. So if you disable your ad blocker, those people are gonna get money, and that's what makes the channel live.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
We enjoy making it.
There was one last question that I didn't talk about, but will we ever see online games like Roblox or something?
I have kind of. I don't really want to do Roblox games.
No, we won't do Roblox games.
I said this to someone in our Discord, and we have a Discord, obviously, if you guys want to join that and talk and speculate and suggest games. I kind of told people Roblox to me is not interesting because I like the idea of playing games that are like, if they were released on disc or cartridge, I'm like, even on Steam, like, not everything, but I like the idea. When a game comes out on a disc or gets released in stores or on a cartridge, I feel like there's a certain expectation of quality of being like, oh man, they put this on a disc, it's in Walmart, it's in Target or whatever. You buy it expecting like, well, they clearly thought it was a good enough game to sell it in a store. Whereas Roblox games are like, they can kind of just be pooped out by people and fans and stuff like that. And I'm like, there's not really any expectation of quality.
I mean, yeah, if it's a game that was made by an actual studios with like, you know, hundreds of people, like at the end you see the credits and there's like a lot of people worked on this game. They had like actual voice actor, like people, you know, people actually working in the game, being paid to make the game. And the game is shit. This is what makes it funny in a way.
Yeah, I don't...
But Roblox is made by like one guy in his kitchen, so it's not... It's like games on itch.io, I think.
Yeah, it's games that are made by like, you know, a group of like 5 to 10 people where you're like, okay, cool, it's good. Or like, oh, it's crap. But like, well, it was only 10 people, so like, whatever, it's crap. These games, like Suicide Squad, that game's awful. The amount of credit, like so many people worked on that game.
Yeah.
Like... You know, the game that's the first game of the next season, it did poorly, it bombed. People lost their jobs. That's what I said. It's like, I want games where people got fired because they did such a fucking bad job that they got fired from their job. It's like, you made a shitty game, you lost your job. Well, you probably deserved it.
Or maybe like games that were at a like in a company and then the company lost the rights or something else and another company is taking over the games and the game is bad. Like games like that.
But
so yeah, I think that's it. I don't
think that's it. Yeah,
I don't see any more questions or anything. I have YouTube Premium, so I've not seen ads. Yeah, so if you don't like ads, just consider getting YouTube Premium. Especially because people nowadays are always on YouTube. It's like paying Netflix, but
it's like, yeah, I mean, Premium does make sense if you're on YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
You don't have ads anymore, and the creators still, you know, the money that YouTube gets from Premium gets seeded and spread out to creators. I don't know the exact math, but you do make money off of it.
So you're technically supporting everyone, which is great.
But yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna go.
I think that's it. Yeah. So don't forget to. I was gonna say
join the Discord.
The Discord link is linked to Shovelwarewolf stuff. So like the Shovelwarewolf YouTube and anything. If you look at under my stream, there is a Discord link, but it is from my Discord. So
yeah.
Also, if you're interested in watching me play games, don't hesitate to swing by. I'm still trying to find people. I don't know how to get out there and bring more viewers. So
well, that's part of the reason we kind of want to do the stream here too. Is we want to get, you know, as we're all concentrated on Shovelwarewolf too, but like she's trying to also stream as well as a job, and so you know. When do you stream again?
When do I stream again? So I feel like I have my schedule under my stream in my bio or also in my schedule tab. I also have it on my Discord everywhere. But basically I stream next Wednesday. I'm gonna stream at 9 a.m. PDT, so California time. With him, we play Split Fiction. He's not on camera, but he's in the audio. And I stream on Friday a cool horror game called Static Dread: The Lighthouse. And I think it is at 2 p.m. PDT, and I stream for 2 hours usually on those days. So yeah, might show up if I have time. Great, thank you. But yeah, we have a show of Discord. We have my own Discord if you're interested in my streams. The Patreon Shovelwarewolf is also very important because you can get, like we said, if you weren't here at the beginning, there are the
trading cards. Yes.
So that's the card for this month, April, which is based on Season 1, Episode 2. There was the card for Season 1, Episode 1 that was sent out in March. But if you join Patreon now for the card tier, which is a $20 tier.
$20 tier, yeah.
We will include the Season 1 card with it. And also, they are all signed, by the way.
They are signed,
They are all signed, yeah.
They will be signed. You can also do this on YouTube memberships as well. If you decide you don't want to make a Patreon account, the same perk is available. You just have to email us your shipping address so that we get it. Yes. Patreon forces you to enter your address if you're on one of those tiers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that's it.
Thanks for watching. Watch the episodes again. Do that kind of stuff. And we'll, keep teasing people on Patreon. We'll probably give them an update later today or tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the new set of episodes, and we can't wait to return with 5 more in May.
And make theories. We love reading all your theories.
And leave
maybe
comments.
One of your theories is going to be used as well. Maybe if it's good enough.
Leaving comments on YouTube is another great thing because it shows YouTube that there's engagement on the video.
Yes, make theories on the videos. Like talk about the episode, like what was going on, and at this minute there's something weird. So yeah, just if you like the Shovelwarewolf, just show it because that's great for us. Don't be shy. Do it. So yeah, thank you everyone for being here, and yeah, we're gonna work on the next episode. I never know how to stop a live stream. I've been live streaming for
We're
too
just
long.
gonna go get some lunch and catch some Pokemon and then get back to work.
So yeah, have a great day, great evening, a great whatever.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, great weekend. Goodbye.
Bye.